A very interesting interaction came up the other day in the Discord that I want to make a video about. So shout out to Scorpion or Zion. I hope I said that right. I probably butchered that. But shout out to you for bringing up this scenario, and let's delve into the interaction.
So here's the setup. We have a Laboratory Maniac, Chromatic Sphere, and Future Sight on the field, revealing the last card on top of your library, which is a Ulamog Ceaseless Hunger and not enough mana to cast it. You announce you want to cast Ulamog Ceaseless Hunger. But wait a minute, you don't have enough mana to cast it. Uh-oh, looks like someone's a little cheater. Or are you? There's a very corner case interaction here, and it involves knowing the steps of casting a spell, so let's dive into it. First step, we announce we're casting Ulamog and move it to the stack. This is a legal thing we can do, and we haven't really broken any rules yet. Now normally we can go through the steps of casting a spell, and when we realize we can't cast a spell, then we just roll it back and put everything in order as best as we can. Maybe receive a penalty from a judge. But we haven't gotten to that part yet, so let's continue. We can skip through most of the other steps, which are making choices, choosing targets, choosing how we are dividing things, factor cost additions, reductions, then Trinisphere. Then finally, here's where it gets weird. Activate Mana Ability step, which comes right before paying the spell and deeming this an illegal move and possibly being deemed a cheater. But what exactly is a mana ability? Now the next rule thing we need to understand are mana abilities. Mana abilities are any ability that would add mana to your mana pool. To qualify as a mana ability, it must add mana to your mana pool, it can't target, and it can't be a Planeswalker loyalty ability. Now, mana abilities don't use the stack. That's why you can't stifle a mana ability. They resolve immediately. Chromatic Sphere meets the requirements that make it a mana ability, but it also draws you a card, giving you an instant card draw without having to use a stack. But wait, Ulamog was our last card and it's on the stack. When we draw from an empty library and the next time state-based actions are checked, we lose the game. We're still in the middle of casting a spell though, and the only game action we're allowed to take here in this step is activating a mana ability. We can't cast any other spells, activate non-mana abilities, have triggers go on the stack, we can't even check for state-based actions here. But Laboratory Maniac has what we call a replacement effect. Replacement effects can change things as soon as they're applicable. They don't need to use a stack and they don't need to wait for state-based actions. Because of this, we're allowed to win the game immediately. But here's the weird part. Because we win the game before we get to the payment step and realize what we're doing is illegal, we never get to see anything illegal happen. That means we didn't cheat here. We don't try to rewind everything. We just win and the game is over.
And that is how you get away with not cheating. So don't cheat. Cheating doesn't pay. Don't do it.